first thing you decide to do when you get up? You decide to go outside, take a little walk, just for you to hear an ambulance already on its way rushing to save somebody's life first thing in the morning. Then after that, you decide to go back inside of your house, watch some TV, turn on the news and see what's going on around the world, just for the news to always be broadcasting something negative 24/7. Then you decide to take a break from the news and turn off the TV because you realize it's always broadcasting something negative 24/7. You go eat some breakfast that's full of ultra processed foods, which will make you feel even more like shit. Then you decide that it's time to go to school, and you drive to school or work full of people just honking their horns, trains, and all these artificial frequencies that are actually fucking up, you know, your mental state of mind and actually decreasing your lifespan. Then you decide to go to work just for you to have to deal with your bitchy boss that will never be satisfied with the work and effort that you actually put into your job. Then it's just a constant cycle and a constant loop of things. I'm telling you this to let you know that life was never designed for us to ever win. Life was never fabricated or designed in a way that will make us successful. Well, let me take that back. It was, but then we should already know that people that are in charge of the world don't have our best interests. I don't need to go in depth about that. Everything around you and your environment was designed in a way for us to not ever be successful and live our lives to our fullest. Negativity is always being pushed out 24/7 because they know and understand that if it was always positivity going around 24/7, and I mean like really and truly around the whole planet, you know, being broadcasted around the news, you know, just everywhere around the planet, then they know we would be able to change our lives for the overall better. This is exactly why we're constantly being forced to pay attention to things around the world that we know we don't have any control over. Or it could be the individuals that are genuinely trying to make a change inside of the world, but instantly get killed the next day because of it. If you know, you know. Or it could also be the idea and the fact that degeneracy is always the number one thing that's overall being pushed out towards the masses. I ain't gonna lie, bro. The iceberg, that's just the tip of the iceberg, bro. This shit is so deep. It's so many more things, but that's completely irrelevant. What I'm trying to say is that life was never designed in a way for us to ever succeed or win or live our lives to the fullest. And anyone that disagrees with me, like, feel free to disagree, but it's just like you're being completely ignorant of the things that are actually going on around the world. Or rather, should I say the things that are going on behind closed doors? If you know, you know. See, a lot of people don't want to realize or come to the fact that we are being used as energy sources for them. We are pouring so much of our attention and our time and our money into these things, not even realizing or understanding that they don't really fucking matter. This even has to do with conspiracies as well. Like, yes, most of them I'd say are true, but it's like at the end of the day, what can you actually do about it? I've come to that point in my journey where it's like, you know, because I remember back during COVID, I'd always like binge watch conspiracy theories, and for some reason they were like really interesting to me because whether if they were true or false, I was still like really tuned into them. But it's like now I've come to that point in my journey where it's like, bro, can I really do anything about it? Can I really go, you know, fly up on a plane and stop these weird fucking politicians or whatever? No, I can't. And, you know, the biggest issue of all that, you know, a lot of people and a lot of us are, you know, doing on a daily basis is we keep on giving our attention, our time, our money, and just everything else. We're just pouring our everything into certain things that don't necessarily fucking matter, but because we're so ignorant of the fact that they don't actually matter, because we think that in our minds we think that they matter, but we don't realize or understand that these things don't matter. But because we won't realize this, we're going to never become successful. Never going to be able to live our lives how we please because we keep on pouring our energy and our attention into the wrong things, bro. Take that to what you will, whether if it be, I'm not going to get into it. If you know, you know. But, you know, we just keep on pouring our attention and our energy into the wrong things. And this is why a lot of us are living lives that we don't want to live. Now, I know it seems like I'm being, you know, I'm going on a rant sesh or a react sesh, but I'm saying this to ultimately tell you that we need to start actually doing things that make us closer towards becoming the ideal version of ourselves. Because becoming successful is being consciously aware of what's going on, but knowing that we can't necessarily do anything about it. Maybe we can, but essentially we can't. And I already made a video about this explaining why the world has been damaged beyond repair, and this is exactly why we should only be focusing on ourselves, our futures, our success, and our overall well-being. Now, bro, just imagine if everyone in the world was able to hear the information that, hey, we need to stop pouring our fucking attention into these things that don't really fucking matter. Imagine if everybody at once is just able to realize, like, you know, you ain't shit without me. Like, essentially, like, we're the ones that are giving you our energy. Like, you would be nothing without us. Your businesses will be nothing without us. Your schools will be nothing without us. Your institutions will be nothing without us. And it's really just about realizing that we are the ones that are feeding the system. Like, I already explained this, bro. Bro, we are literally energy outlets for them. They depend on our energy. They don't use their own energy to run their businesses, to run their institutions. And if everybody at your job was just to say, hey, bro, fuck this, we don't want to do it anymore. Bro, imagine how easily business would just crumble for them. Imagine if everybody at school, every student, was just to say, hey, bro, we don't want to come to school anymore. Fuck it. Bro, just imagine that if all the teachers at once just decided, hey, we're going on strike, and they don't even make any money anyways. The institutions around this world would be metaphorically and physically crumbling down to the fucking earth, bro. At the end of the day, I don't ever believe this will happen. I'm not trying to sound like negative or whatever, but I don't believe it will happen because there's just too many individuals around the world, that are just okay with the way that life is designed and is. They're okay with going to their 40-hour shift. They're okay with having to suffer their whole lives. They're okay with just living a life that you shouldn't be okay with living. They've gone used to it and adjusted to it, and they're not willing to question reality outside of what's been taught to them. Yeah, y'all, so, these are just my personal thoughts, my personal opinions, and, just the things that I've been, really just, thinking about as of recently. Feel free to disagree in the comments below if you disagree, because we all have different opinions and perspectives, because we're all different people and shit like that. But right now, I'm at the park, right? So I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the park, so I'm about to hit a calisthenic workout. Well, it's not about to be a calisthenic workout. It's about to be just a calisthenic fun day. I'm gonna just try out some workouts that I've been seeing people do, like these calisthenic gurus do on the internet, but I want to try them myself and start implementing them into my workouts. Because I don't know, they look fun. I need to start really expanding. I've been wanting to expand my arsenal of calisthenic moves, if that makes sense. But yeah, y'all, so I hope y'all enjoyed. But yeah, that's King Wanos, and I'm out.